Hi guys, welcome to the Citizen channel. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Please, if you are new to this channel, please push that subscribe button. We do everything City, past and present here on these little vlogs, so I do try and inform and entertain, and there's some links on screen as well for Facebook and Twitter where I do post loads of City stuff. So if you follow a friend me on there, I do check every few days and follow and friend everyone back. And if you do get a chance, please have a check out my film and TV channel as well, which I try and inform and entertain on there, and all the latest films and TV drama here in the UK and from around the world. So if you can check that out, that will be fantastic. Anyway, hope you enjoy today's feature. Right, we've got our preview today of the Manchester City against Norwich City. Yeah, tale of two cities again, isn't it? Saturday the 21st of August at the Etihad, 3 o'clock kickoff. Yeah, we might have one or two of those this season. It does cause other problems though for the guys who can't get there, but more of that in a moment. Of course, welcome to this preview. This is match day 2, of course. Let's get a win, hey? Let's get our first win of the 21-22 season. We'll be having a look at Norwich, of course, as well as City and their aims for the season. Yeah, obviously I think the main aim is to stay up, isn't it? I think that's probably basically it, isn't it? Of course, I'll be trying to predict our starting 11 and also Norwich's. Yeah, the last two games I've got the Leicester in the Community Shield, and obviously the game against Tottenham. I've got their 11s spot on. I don't think I'll do as well this week. I've took a couple of chances this week with the Norwich team, so we'll see how that goes anyway. The match is not being shown live. Obviously it's the 3 o'clock kickoff, so if you're here in the UK you can't watch it. How ridiculous is that? Absolutely unbelievable stuff. So if you're not going to the match, I mean, as I'm recording this, we've still got some tickets left, so hey, get there if you can. I know it's going to be a pain, but hey, we've got to try and get behind the boys, haven't we? No matter how much adversity we have to go through to do it. I think that's the whole point, isn't it? It's still our club at the end of the day. Whatever they try and do, whatever cock-ups they make, etc., etc., it's still our team. We've got to give them our support. Of course, there will be a full match replay on City Plus from midnight, so let's hope that's worth watching. I don't think the Tottenham one got much of a replay, did it? Let's be honest about it. Who's in charge? Well, the ref is Mr. Graham Scott's the referee for the Norwich game. His linos Harry Leonard and Simon Long. Fourth official, my favourite, Peter Bonks is my fourth official. Sat on his bum in the VAR, probably worthwhile, is Mr. Jonathan Moss, and his assistant is Timothy Wood. Good old Timothy Wood. Yeah, previous meetings at our place. Last time out, of course, 26th of July 2020. Yeah, so that was the last game of the season. Of course, an already doomed Norwich were well and truly stuffed, weren't they? We had 31 shots in that game. Came out of it 5-0 winners, of course. Jesus and KDB had put 2-0 up by half-time. Sterling Mahrez and KDB again with a last-minute penalty. Sort of made it 5-0. Overall record at home to Canaries, we played 30, won 21, drawn 6 and lost 3, so not too bad. Our biggest win came back in 13-14 season, the 2nd of November, 7-0. Own goal, and it was an own goal, then Silva, Nastasic, Negredo, Yaya, Aguero and Dzeko, who put the ball in the Norwich net after team did. There you go. Biggest loss we've ever had at home to Norwich was 2-0, just 2-0 on the 9th of September, 64-65. I don't think I was there. I might have been, but I think I started going the season after. But you never know. I might have been there. I just don't know. I have no way of finding out. Yeah, so please check out my little history boys vlog on this as well if you've not checked it out already. Obviously looking at this Norwich game back in 1975. That's Mr. John Bond's Norwich at the time, so that's I enjoyed doing that. So please, if you get a chance, please check that out as well. Yeah, and watch my odd show as well. That might be out later on as you're watching this or after this, so just have a scout around. That should be going out certainly 24 hours before the game anyway, so have a look for the odd show as well. But the odds to win this match, don't forget, I don't condone gambling. When the fun stops, stop. 1 to 10 on City, the best price with William Hill and Bet365. The draw is 9 to 1, so if you fancy the draw. And if you fancy a Norwich win, 25 to 1, so put your quid on that, you'll lose a quid. But there you go. Bet Victor and Bet Fred. I shouldn't speak too soon, should I? It's just ridiculous, but come on. we may as well give up, mate. Well, let's be honest about it. No disrespect to Norwich. Please, as I said, check out that special odds feature and my History Boys feature. Yeah, how are Fark's guys doing, Mr. Fark? How's he doing? Obviously, they did okay in pre-season. They sort of lost a friendly up at Newcastle, but they won some against lower division teams, 4 or 5 friendlies in July. And obviously game one wasn't the easiest start for them, was it, against Liverpool at home? And they did manage 51% possession, so they did all right, actually. It wasn't a bad game. 14 attempts at goal, just 3 on target, so hopefully they can keep that sort of ratio against us. And I don't think we shouldn't allow them 14 shots on target, but you never know. Of course, Liverpool got 19 shots on goal, with 8 of them on target, and obviously scored the 3 goals. Injury problems, players. I think Byram and Plaqueta have been ruled out of the trip to the Etihad. The last information I got, and they still got injuries to players like Rocky Bashiri. He's got a meniscal injury. Kenny McLean's got a knee injury. Timin Close has got an unknown injury. We don't know what that is. Aston Oxborough has got an Achilles tendon surgery, so they can't be considered. But they do have Hernandez, Hugel, and Omob Amideli. There you go. Omob Amideli could return to the squad after missing out on the defeat against Liverpool through injury or self-isolation. This COVID's still around, isn't it, guys? I think we're all right away. I put a little question mark on City. I think obviously Phil Foden remains sidelined. Hopefully, obviously I'm doing this before Pep's press conference on Friday at 1:30 p.m. Ilkay should be all right. Just something and nothing that again. I hate those injuries where nothing really happens, but obviously the players get injured. It does sort of annoy me. So hopefully Ilkay will be available. Have I put him in my lineup? See, I've not put him in my lineup. I've took a chance that he might not be available. They might just rest him. Obviously, they're playing the Canaries, of course. So let's go. Let's have a look at our starting 11, or my starting 11 for this. I think, obviously, I don't think there's any doubt that Ederson will be in goal unless something happens untoward. And my bog standard set back 4 now. This is the preferred back 4 all season by the looks of it, without buying anyone, which doesn't look as though we are. Walker, Diaz, Stones, and Zinchenko. I don't think there's going to be much change from that. I think he's probably going to rest Werner for this one. I think Rodri's going to play. Obviously, we've got sort of Holding in front of that defence. Then you've got your choice of KDB, Grealish. I've put Sterling in again. I don't think he particularly deserves to play, to be honest with you. But, no offence. I think he will play Sterling just to try and get him up to some sort of speed. But, of course, Mahrez and Jesus. I put Jesus there. I've not stuck Bernardo in. I don't know what his frame of mind is. And obviously Pep will know. But so if I get 8 or 9 of those, I'll be happy. Say if everyone's back apart from Phil Foden, it'd be interesting to see what Pep does with the team. We've got Arsenal next week, haven't we? But he shouldn't be saving anyone. He should. Let's be honest about it. And Norwich, here we go. My little Norwich lineup for your information. Now I've took a chance. Krul didn't play that well against Liverpool. He got blamed certainly for 1 or 2 of the goals. So I'm going to put Gunn in. I think they bought Gunn to challenge Krul. So I think just to keep Krul on his toes, I think they'll play Mr. Gunn, especially with it being against City as well, with obviously obvious links from other things, obviously. But so I put Gunn in for a chance. I say I might be totally wrong. You might play Krul. And then I put Aarons and Hanley. And I've got rid of Gibson, who played against Liverpool. I've got Zimmerman in there, because Zimmerman usually plays as well. He's usually reliable. So I've put him in for Gibson, who didn't have a great start, a great game against Liverpool. He started okay, but then, as most of the Norwich players, I think they started well and then struggled a little bit. Gianoulis, I put him in. Lees, Malou, Gilmore, they all played against Liverpool. And of course, Rupp played against Liverpool, but putting Hernandez in for Rupp. Rupp struggled a little bit against Liverpool, so I've put Hernandez in there. Cantwell, Puckett, and Rashika. I think that sort of more or less picks itself, that front three there. So I've done those. So let me know anyway your City teams, and if you want to have a pluck at, it gives me a chance to have a look at Norwich, the opponents, and just have a quick gander at what they're doing and how they're rating, etc., etc. So it breaks a little boredom for me as well doing that. So I hope you enjoy that little element I've put in this season anyway. And the next element, of course, we've got we don't do the quirky stats in the review of a game now. We do them before the game, so any little quirky stats we've got. So here we go, some quirky stats for this Norwich game, or the first game of the season at the Etihad. In all competitions, Norwich have won just 2 of their last 31 visits to our ground, whether it be the Etihad or obviously Main Road's covered in that, isn't it? Drawn 7 and lost 22. They did win 2-1 in September 1997 and 3-2 in May 2013. September 1997. Oh, I thought it was this one then. No, that's 1994. I should have dug that one up, shouldn't I? But yeah, I didn't even notice that one, so I would have picked that programme for you. There you go. So they're the 2 games, and 3-2 in May 2013. Yeah, that was, oh god, that was a bad one, wasn't it? We've lost just 2 of our last 58 home Premier League games against newly promoted teams. Hey, these are all out there. These are the stats. Don't shoot. We won 48, drawn 8, and just lost 2 of the last 58 against newly promoted teams. There's no reason why we shouldn't add to that. We've lost 3 of our final 5 home Premier League games, of course, at the end of last season. Only won 2. And of course, last season, if you think back to our first game, we lost that, didn't we, against Leicester City 5-2 as well. But we haven't lost our opening league match in consecutive seasons since losing against Oldham Athletic in 1988-89 and Southampton in 1989-90. So we've got to keep up some of these little stats, haven't we? In the Premier League era, the winners of the previous season's second tier title have won away from home against the reigning top flight champions, so that's Norwich and us in this case, only once. Yeah, drawn 4, lost 24. It was only Bournemouth defeated Chelsea 1-0 in the 2015-16 season with a goal from Glenn Murray. There you go, remember Glenn Murray? He's still knocking about, I think he is, isn't he, as far as I know. Norwich City have lost their last 11 Premier League matches, with only Sunderland, who lost 20 between 2003 and 2005, ever having a longer losing run in the competition. The Canaries have failed to score in 10 of these 11 games as well, with their only goal coming in a 2-1 loss at Watford. So let's hope we can make that 12 Premier League matches. But you know, after us, they can go and win one. They don't want to go up to 20, do they? Let's for sure. They will be doomed, won't they, to relegation. Yeah, back to City. We've lost our last 3 matches in all competitions. It's not good, is it? It's not good. Without scoring a single goal, even worse. In his entire managerial career, Pep has never lost 4 consecutive games, nor seen his side go 4 games in a row without scoring. Meanwhile, the last time City lost 4 consecutive games was August 2006, and the last time they lost 4 without reply was March 1986. There you go. So there you go. Some quirky stats. As I say, I've put them in before as pre-match quirky stats now, though, and post-match. I'd say fate is fate, isn't it? If we tempt fate, they tempt fate. Hey, is what it is. We'll either win or lose or draw. It doesn't really make any difference whether we talk about what's happened in the past or not, does it? Let's be honest about it. Yeah, Matchday Live, don't forget, We're Not Really Here has now been scrapped by Manchester City. We've got Matchday Live, and because obviously we've got City Square Live as well, haven't we? I'm not sure who's on there. I'll have to start having a look at that, see if there's any information. I don't think they'd publish that as early, but obviously, I was just wondering where the regular Danny Jackson and obviously the other I forgot her name now. But yeah, the other lady had gone, but Natalie. Yeah, I forgot where Natalie and Danny are, but they were obviously going to do City Square Live. So that leads, of course, Mr. Kyle Walker, the presenter Kyle Walker, which they do emphasise on the City site, not the player. I think we know that now, guys. The presenter Kyle Walker to present in the studio. Just one guest this week, just Richard Dunn. So they're not gone over the top, but obviously you've got all the guys on City Square Live, aren't they? But I'll have a look for that for future reference. Anyway, if that's of any interest to you, if it is of any interest. But anyway, Richard Dunn will be in the studio with Kyle Walker. So there you go. So please tune back in on Sunday. I'll be there at the game. I usually have a mull about outside, but obviously I've got different circumstances this season. I will be there with my lad, but we're sort of more or less going straight in. So I won't have a chance to walk around and go into Mary D's and have a walk around. So I'll basically be parking up near Seamark and then walking down with my lad and going straight in the ground. But if you do see me, give us a shout. I'll be there. And obviously I'll do the analysis on Saturday night and do the review show, full review show on Sunday for you. I'm not going to try and rush it out Saturday night. I'll just take my time and put it all together for Sunday morning. So keep your eyes out for that. And as I said, please check out my City versus Norwich odds show, and obviously City versus Norwich, the History Boys show as well. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, there we go. So please check the links on screen and below in the description for everything out there. So there will be, obviously, when my City Pass vlogs, there will be one coming out, because obviously there'll be one Saturday morning. So I'm not sure what the City Pass one is, but obviously during international breaks, etc., there'll be more of those being shown as well. So keep your eyes open for everything on my Citizen channel anyway. But thanks for watching today. Let me know in the comments anything you're looking forward to, or say just let me know what you're not looking forward to. If you got a ticket, please, let's get in early as well if we can. I know it's going to be total chaos, so the earlier we get in, the better. I think that'll work out fantastic for us. Anyway, thanks for watching today, guys. This preview show of Manchester City versus Norwich City, 21st of August 2021. Game 2 of the Premier League, 3 p.m. kickoff. Let's see how many of them we have this season. Anyway, thanks for watching. What are we going to do the rest of the day? Have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other. So we meet here again on the Citizen channel, or perhaps have a flit across, have a look at my film and TV channel. If you want to have a little break from football, I'll try and inform and entertain on there. Please, I only ever ask one thing of you, don't I, guys? And if I don't see you on Saturday, until I see you on here again, please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.